Greetings, beautiful people. It's your girl, Yo. Y'all come on in. Come on in. Come on in. I'm just getting situated. Getting situated. Sorry I'm late. I'm gonna wait till a couple of y'all come in here. And when y'all come in, we're gonna get started. We're gonna jump right on into this live stream. Okay? I hope you guys are having a great day. Listen, this live stream is going to be about how to interpret your dreams. And I'm going to give you an example on how to do it, right? Okay. And I'm going to tell you the most experience that I had, a dream that I had the day before yesterday. So we have the day is what? We got the day being Monday, right? And I had this dream Sunday. Hey, Oliver Green, I'm coming up. Y'all, I'm going to let y'all see me in just a second. Come on in. I just want to get people in here and to teach them how to interpret their dreams, right? Because I'm good at it. and when you know what your dreams are about, I'm trying to tell you, it makes your world a better place to live in. Okay, here I come. I'm getting ready to cam up. Give me a couple of seconds. I had to get my pooches straight. Y'all know I got new babies. I got my new babies and they're everywhere. So I just got them settled in. Here I come. Ready, set, go. Hey, how you doing? How y'all doing? Come on in. Come on in. Listen, I'm not sure what's going on the YouTube streets as far as who's live and who's not. I haven't been on here in a while, but it's all good. And I usually come on here when the spirit leads me to tell you guys something. Hey, how are you doing, Miss Lethal? How are you? I'm glad you could come. Listen, I'm going to try to give you guys a few minutes to come in because this live stream is really important to your life, okay? And I'm going to tell you how powerful that you are. I'm going to show you how powerful you are and how you can interpret your dreams, right? So let me just start off by saying, how do I know all of this stuff? How do I know about interpreting dreams? Okay, well, in my I don't know. I guess it's because in my family, I've had plenty of people in my family, like relatives, even friends and stuff, come to me when it comes to them having dreams that they can't understand. And for some reason, I don't know what the reason is. It could be the Holy Spirit. It could be it's just the God within me. It could help. It helps me to be able to look at a thing and see it differently. You know, my name is Yoths because I don't always think like I don't know. I guess I don't think out the box. I mean, I'm not in the box. I'm kind of out the box. And stuff have to make sense. Hey, Samaya. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. So listen, what I want to do is now this just I want to tell y'all about a dream that just happened to me. So I'm trying to wait till people come in so I don't have to repeat myself. And I'm going to tell you how I interpret what happened. I'm going to tell you what the outcome was, and I'm also going to tell you how fast it happened. Right? So most people when they go to sleep there and they wake up, they say, "Oh, I had a bad dream last night." The reason why people say that they had a bad dream is because they don't understand their dream. Because no dreams are bad, right? Think about this. When you dream, you're in another state. You're on another level. Your whole body's in another world, right? Because it's more outside of the world that we are living in. And that's what you all have to understand. We are spiritual beings, right? In a human form body, right? So we're all spiritually connected to our creator, right? So when you dream, that's when you're relaxed outside of you, the normal human being of you, is your defenses are down. So the real you, the spiritual you that's within you, that dwells within you, it speaks to you sometimes through your dreams, most often through your dreams. So that's why it's so important to remember your dreams and know what your dreams are about. Okay. So now, with that being said, I only have like 8 people. Hey, everybody, thank you guys for coming. That's all I see in here so far. Everybody else is going to have to catch the replay. I'm going to jump right into it. Okay. So today is Monday. On it was Sunday. Was it Sunday was yesterday? Okay, the dream happened to me on Saturday night, right? So you go to bed on Friday, you go to bed on Saturday night. I did. And normally when I sleep, I sleep. I'm like in a deep sleep. And most often I don't remember the dreams. So if a dream come to me and I remember my dream, That's for me to that's my antenna. So I'm telling you all, if a dream come to you and you remember your dream, that's the time to immediately, when you get up, write what your dream said to you, whether it makes sense or not. Write it down. I don't care what it's saying in your dream, because it most often we have more than one dream when we're dreaming, right? But when you have a dream and everything it goes together in that dream and it makes sense to you when you wake up, make sure you write it down, because that's going to happen in reality. And here's an example. So Saturday night, I go to sleep. In my deep sleep, I'm dreaming, and I'm going to tell y'all the dream. So I'm sleeping so good, guys. Just remember, I'm sleeping good. I don't eat late at night and all this stuff. So a lot of people will use this as an excuse. They'll say, well, I ate something wrong, or I ate late and I fell asleep, and that's why I had a crazy dream. No, that has nothing to do with you dreaming. Not a thing. So get that out of your mind. So I sleep really good. And then I normally get up every morning between 3:30 and 4 o'clock every morning, 7 days a week. I don't care, 365 days a year. I don't care how late I go to bed. My body automatically wakes like that. When I do that, I go outside, outside of my house, out in the elements, out in the yard, and I sit there in the dark and I listen to what the spirit has to say. The animals are not woke or nothing. It's quiet, it's peaceful. I'm in a peaceful state. I am setting the tone for my day. Okay. So this particular morning, I did not wake up at my normal time. When I woke up, it was 8 o'clock in the morning, guys. 8 o'clock. I have not slept until 8 o'clock in the morning, and I can't. I must was a teenager. That's how long it's been. So just mind you of that. So I have my husband and my daughter. They live here with me. We all together here in this house, and of course I have the three animals. When I woke up, I was in my bedroom alone with the doors shut, and it was pitch dark. All the curtains drawn, everything, nothing on, no TV, nothing, complete silence. I couldn't hear my family in the house, in the other part of the house at all. So 8 o'clock in the morning, imagine snapping out of your dream. Let's get into the dream. So I'm dreaming. My mother calls me on the telephone. I'm at home in my house. Pay attention to your surroundings in your dream. I'm gonna tell y'all the details of this. So my mother calls me and she says, "Hey, baby." And I was like, "Hey, mom, what's going on?" Then she said, "Blum, blum, 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 blum." And I'm on the other end of the phone. I'm saying, "Mama, I don't understand what you're saying. Are you okay?" And she said, "I don't know. Blum, blum, blum. I'm in the hospital." And I'm like, I'm thinking she's having a stroke or something. I said, "Are you? Oh, you sound like you have. Which hospital are you in?" We have several hospitals, and they are all far from where we live. Right in our central location, they are further far. Okay, they're in real nice areas. It's a lot of traffic, heavy traffic around those hospitals. 4-lane traffics around those hospitals that's here and that we live in Virginia. So here I am. I find myself running on a busy street on the highway, not driving a car. I'm running, and it's like 5 o'clock traffic time. So they got the little headlights on. All these cars got the headlights, and just imagine being at a stop sign or a stoplight, four-way stoplight. All the traffic is stopped on one side, and you're trying to cross to get to this big hospital that you think that your mother is in, and she's in distress, and you're trying to get to her, but you are not driving. You're racing to her. So that's me. So I'm ducking and dodging in the traffic, trying to cut through the traffic where cars are turning. You know how you try to go across the street and cars are turning into the circle. You got to get across. I found myself running and I'm stopping, and the traffic is just stopping. They're blowing horns and everything. I finally reached the hospital doors. The doors automatically open. When those doors opened up, I saw two people talking in the middle of the lobby. Just two people. This is a massive hospital, okay, guys? I go inside, and when I see this girl, it's one girl amongst the two people. There are two women talking. This one girl, I can tell you her name. Her name is Pam. We call her Pam. Her real name is Pamela. And I used to work with her many moons ago, years ago, right? And when I saw her, I'm thinking, hmm, what is she doing here? At this state, I'm looking at her, she's in her late 50s, but she was pregnant and she's a small featured woman. And I'm like, Pam, you pregnant? And she was like, no, that's the sickle cell. You know I got sickle cell, and you know how my bladder be blowed. I said, "Oh yeah, is Mama here? Is my mom in this hospital?" Then I snapped to that part, and she goes, "I don't know. She might be in another hospital. Try the other hospital over town." She tells me that. Here I am. Okay, I'm still panicking. Instead of calling the hospital that don't even phase me, I'm running again. And I wind up into another hospital. But before I reached that hospital door, I woke up. And when I woke up, I'm in my room, in my bedroom, in the dark, 8 o'clock in the morning. No one's making any noise in my house, which is really unusual. And so I'm like, whoa. So I sit on the side of the bed. The first thing I do is I call my mother. My mother, she answers the phone. Now, by the time I wake up, I'm telling you, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. Everybody in my family always wake up early in the morning. When I call my mother, she says, hello. I said, Mama, are you okay? Yeah, baby, I'm fine. I said, well, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm just waking up. I say, I had a dream about you. She was go, I said, are you still sleeping? She said, yeah, I'm still sleeping. What time is it? I said, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. She says, oh my, I stayed up late last night, but I sure slept good. I said, okay. I said, well, let me get myself together and I'm going to call you back and tell you about my dream. She said, I definitely want to hear it. So I go in the bathroom, I wash my face, I brush my teeth, I open the door, my bedroom door. I'm like, hey, anybody home? Nobody's answering because everybody's outside. You know, they're having fun. They're out. They walking around. They moving, right? I'm the one that's late, right? So I decided to call my mom back and I tell her about my dream. When I tell about my dream, let me explain to y'all what my dream means. But first, I told my mama about my dream. I went into details just like I did with you guys, right? And my mom said to me, she says, you know, it's about time you start talking a little bit more about what's going on with you. She said, because people need to know it, right? So that's why I'm here with you. But I'm gonna tell you, I was telling her then we was talking, I was like, oh ma, them people don't care nothing about no stuff like that. Mama, these people in a different world, they don't look at no spirituality. They like nigga noise, mom. Ain't nobody gonna listen to me, right? And she said to me, she said, I'm telling you, you need to tell people, right? So now, getting back to this. So I said, Mama, I'll talk to you later. Let me explain my dream to y'all. Okay. Me getting up late was way off. Again, I told y'all why, because I get up early and I have not slept like that in so many years. I can't even count them. I had to be a teenager when I slept that late. Okay. So maybe about 3 weeks ago, my first cousin on my father's side. When I said my first cousin on my father's side, it is his sister's child or children. She is a boy and a girl. The boy had a stroke, right? He had a stroke after he came from work. I told y'all about that. He had a stroke. They had to wind up putting him in like a nursing home so he can get some rehabilitation and things like that. So, all right. So think about him and think about his sister. We're all first cousins. So when I went into the hospital and I saw the woman standing with sickle cell, I'm thinking this is my cousins. Those two don't have sickle cell. The two cousins that I'm telling you about, the boy and the girl, the boy that had the stroke, they're brothers and sisters. But on my mother's side, my mother has sickle cell trait. Her brother and her sister both, and my first cousin, which was the sister's son, died from sickle cell, right? They all three passed away from sickle cell. So when the girl in the hospital named Pam that I used to work with, how about my cousin on my daddy's side, first cousin female, the boy and the girl, her name is Pam, okay? So in my mind, when I wake up, I'm thinking, wow, my cousin on the, I hope I'm not confusing you. My cousin on my father's side, the boy and the girl, the one that had the stroke, the boy that had the stroke that was in the nurse home. I'm thinking, damn, he's getting ready to die. Why would I say he's getting ready to die? It's because she was pregnant, and that's reborn, rebirth, right? That's why I was thinking it's him. He's going to die. I said, but he's still living now, but he's going to die. So I'm interpreting that. This time I'm gonna show you how to break the dream down. Okay. So I looked at that. Then I looked at the hospital. What do hospitals have? Sickness and illness and death, because people die in hospitals. They do, right? They even have a morgue inside of the hospital. So I know that somebody's going to pass away. That I know when I wake up from this dream. But I'm trying to figure out now who is going. Who is it? Is it going to be him? Right? So moving forward in this dream, when I also heard my mother can't speak and impaired in speaking, I'm thinking the person that's going to suffer has to have some type of stroke, some type of seizure, some type of impairment when it comes to speaking, because that's the way my mother was speaking to me. You couldn't understand her. She would blur in her words. That's what happened when people have strokes and stuff too. Okay, all right. So I said, whoever this is, they will have that. That's going to happen, right? And my cousin, on this side, the guy and the girl, he had a stroke when he was at home from work. After he came home from work, his wife was fixing him dinner. He was on a sofa, and she came to take him his dinner, and he couldn't speak. He was just shaking and like that or whatever. That's why he's in a nursing home now. Okay, so I'm thinking, damn, damn. Then as you go further in this dream, I'm thinking, okay, so most of the time, when you're thinking about a male that's going to pass, or you see a female that's sick, it's usually a male that's going to something going to happen to that male. So bringing y'all up to the day, I had that dream Saturday night, Saturday night. Was it Saturday? The day is Monday. No, I had that, yeah, Saturday night. Sunday, I heard nothing. Everything was cool. But this morning, my mother called me and told me that my first cousin, remember the guy and the girl first cousin on my daddy's side? Her name is Pam, not her brother. Her brother that's sick is in the hospital right now. Not him, but her husband, brother, died this morning. What happened to him? He had a seizure and he died this morning. You see? So I'm trying to tell you these things so y'all will know when y'all dreaming stuff, don't just ignore your dreams because it tells you things, something is going to happen. It lets you know what's going on. See? And the connection between that is it's my first cousin. Both of these, the guy and the girl, they both my first cousins, right? Brothers and sisters. The one already had the stroke. He's in the nursing home now. The sister is married and been married to her husband for a long time. This is the bloodline. Her, my cousin Pam, my first cousin, was my bloodline contact, which gave me the connection of this dream. That brought that dream together. And when a husband and wife is married, they become one. And even though it was her husband's brother that passed, that oneness connected to me. Do you understand? And therefore, that was the dream. And when I spoke to my mother on that morning, I didn't go into detail, but I told my mother what I thought the dream was about, and I was 100% correct. So I'm trying to show y'all how you can break down your dreams and understand your dreams. You're the best interpreter of your dream. I'm sure another person can tell you what your dreams mean, because I can definitely tell you what your dreams mean if you're dreaming something and you explain it to me. But what you need to realize is you're the best interpreter. When you interpret your dreams, you'll become spot on as to what is going to come. Right? I know I'm not reading the chat like I should, and I should be reading you guys. I have a brother and a nephew who say the same thing to me to talk more and write a book. Yes, listen, listen, it's so much. When I come on here, I be telling y'all it's a lot to me. And I'm not saying it to brag or nothing like that. It took me a long time to come out and let people know some of the things that I do know. And I'm not just talking about the gardening and the cooking and how to make it in hard times and about family and all that stuff. I'm talking about spiritual level. It's so deep. We call it spirituality. That's what we call it. A lot of people run away from spirituality because they don't understand it and they're scared of it. But I'm telling you, you need to embrace your spirituality because we are all spiritual beings. And this is what we need to understand. So when I broke that dream down to my mother that day, that morning that I woke up, that's why I was the first one she called today. And now this afternoon we're gonna be well, my mother's going to do it. I'm on the backside because I usually try to uh, separate myself from stuff like that because I allow other people to get their emotions out, because here's the thing: when something happens to people and they don't understand why me, they are emotional, which they should be. If you're losing somebody, you're hurt, you're crying, you're doing all these things, and it's understandable because you are human as well. But when you understand stuff on a spiritual level, it's less. I want to say it don't hurt any less. It's just less. It's just less shocking. Is that's the word? It's more expected than unexpected, right? So they're going to be making the funeral arrangements and stuff like that this afternoon. But I'm not going to be attending. I'll allow everybody to do what they need to do and get what they need to do, get out, because I understand how my my energy is. I understand that if I get into the circle of everybody that's grieving and feeling the way that they feel, I pick up on people's vibration. I pick up on their emotions. I feel them. And they call it an empath. That's what they call it. That's some new stuff that they said. But basically, that's a person that can feel other people's energy. You don't have to be speaking. You don't have to do anything, and you can just pick it up. Just like you pick up lint, it attracts to me like I'm wearing all black, and you know how lint get all over you. I feel these other people, and I'm not. And I don't want to do that. I want to stay away. I want to stay clear minded. I want to stay in the vibration in the state that I'm in. You understand? And of course, it's I have to adjust myself when I do get involved with anything like that. So yeah, it's a whole lot to me for sure. And I don't come on here telling y'all all of this stuff, but I'm telling you today because my mom said my mom was saying, that I need to. Another thing, when I was telling my husband about it after that morning I woke up, I was talking to him. Hey Daryl, what's going on? Hey Don. Hello everybody. Thank y'all for coming. So when I was telling my mom, excuse me, and I was telling her about it, um, it's because I've interpreted dreams for my mother, my father, my grandmothers, my sisters, my cousins, and everybody. So when they call me and say, "Listen, I had a dream last night, and this, that, and that didn't happen," I'll just sit and I'll listen to them and I listen to the details, and the details help me determine what's going on in that dream. Because most people that try to figure out what that dream mean, they're thrown off because they're not paying attention to the details. You have to remember things like what was the setting you were in? Was it day? Was it night? Was it a hospital? Was it a restaurant? Where were you? What was the weather? What were the colors that you saw in your dream? All of these things. Did you go to a house? What house was it that you went to? Do you remember the house? If the numbers on the house, what were the numbers on the house? Symbols and signs and numbers. All of these things mean something when you're dreaming. So my advice to all of you all is, if you ever want to remember what your dream is, get up when you first get up, or go before you go to bed at night. Have a pad and a pencil beside your bed, or ink pen beside your bed. And I don't care what it is. It may be a stupid dream to you, but I'm telling you, it's really trying to tell you that's how the spiritual world connects with you when you're dormant. You're pretty much dead because when you sleep at night, you're dead. You can't remember anything. You're in such a state that you're not on your defenses. So again, that's when the spirit speaks. That's when the spiritual world speaks to you. That's when your ancestors reach out to you. That's when I believe everybody have a guardian angel, and more than one. And when I say an angel, I'm not talking about nothing with wings. It is your line, your ancestral line, your bloodline. It's the people that were here before you that watches over you while you're doing what you're doing right now. They're in the room that you cannot see with you, watching you. They're the ones that tapping you on your shoulder and telling you you're moving wrong. And then that God that lives within you, when you have that first mind and that second mind, your first mind said, "Oh, I don't think I should do that." And the second mind, ignore what the first mind said, and then you're in a world of trouble. See, all of these things are connected, right? So write down whatever your dream was, and even if sometimes you have dreams like they broken up. It's like you may be at a party or something, and you got all of these people that's strangers, and then the next thing you know, somebody that you remember or are familiar with shows up, and it'd be like, where that person come from? See, everything is connected. You just have to be able to put it together where it will make sense in your life. And even if you're trying to think about a business or something, and that might be heavy on your subconscious or something, and you may be dreaming and you're in a restaurant, you may be having dinner with some friends or a husband or something like that. Pay attention to that restaurant, because somewhere in there is the colors for your restaurant that will help you prosper if you decide to build one. The letters of the restaurant, the name, that might be something that relates to you, that will help you figure out what your name of your restaurant is going to be if you've been struggling with that. It's just a whole lot of different things that it's too much to really go into, but I basically want you to know: get up, have your pencil and paper beside your bed, whatever you dream, either it's short, if it's 2 words, whatever, write it down. Within that week, you can put everything together, and you're going to get so good at it that you'll be able to put it together without having to write anything down. Because some of us are naturally gifted when to be able to do that automatically. And I've never had to write anything down when it came to my dreams or nothing. I always knew. And when people come to me and talk to me about what they dream, I always knew. So I'm just saying, you may have the same type of gift and not even know it because you're not exercising it. When you get up in the morning, you're hitting that alarm clock. Boom, time to go to work. You're jumping up, not even thinking about your dream. Later on in the day, as you go to work, you drive, you might say, I had a crazy dream last night. And then you think no more about it. But that dream could have helped you direct your whole day. It would have been a little bit better, right? So let me read some of y'all comments. I hope I didn't lose any of y'all. But yeah, that's what's happening over here. Oh, and another thing, y'all, I want to tell y'all this. I put a picture of a beautiful butterfly on my community wall a couple of days back. Y'all know my oldest brother, he passed away. His birthday was September the 11th. That just passed. His birthday was, right? Y'all know our history. I have it all on video, us me vlogging with him in the hospital. Not the baby brother. I'm talking about my oldest brother, the one that had to have the pacemaker and all that stuff. His birthday was September 11th. September 11th is also what I had my most vivid dream of what was going to happen on September 11th, the day that it happened. I have that video on there to tell you about. Well, on his birthday, I was out in my yard with my dogs and stuff like that, right? All of them just running and having a good time. And it was such a beautiful day. And I was watering my little plants and stuff out there. And I was la da da, la da da, la da da, you know? And then I thought about my brother and I said, damn, I miss you, bro. I love you. You know I love you. And the biggest butterfly that you ever saw flopped up right on my flower bed in front of me while I'm watering it. And he appeared. That was my brother's spirit. And I know that because I felt it in my spirit. It's nothing that I dreamed about. It's nothing that I'm fantasizing about. I know that he appeared, right? Because he always hang with me. He used to always hang with me doing yard work. I love the garden and we like building together. We worked on the trucks together, hauling wood and, um, taking down houses, and we did a whole lot of demolition together. All these things we did together. And even when I took a shovel and hand dug my pond in the backyard, he was out in the yard with me through the process. So when I thought about him as I was watering, I said, "Damn, bro!" I knew that I'm not sad, not crying, not depressed. It was like, "What am I going? Damn, bro, I miss you. Damn." And the big old butterfly just came down. If you go on my community wall on this YouTube thing, you're gonna see how big that butterfly was. And I thought it was just gonna go ahead and leave. I was like, well, damn, I had my phone in my pocket and then it laid on some bushes and I took a picture of it. But I'm just telling y'all, listen. I'm sorry. Oh, sorry. Oh, what y'all talking about? Okay, y'all going on and I should be listening, looking at y'all. But I basically just want to let y'all know that life is good You said August the 25th, granddaughter turned 25. We buried her Saturday. Oh, wow. Okay, on August the 25th, your granddaughter turned 25. 25 and 25. That's 50. 2 plus 1 is 7. And you buried her on a Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, the beginning of the week. Numbers matter too, Daryl. It's all good. She's gonna be all right. She's gonna be all right. But my condolences to you and your family. But no, every goodbye is not gone. It's not. It's not, right? All it means is her life energy just ended. And you know, some of our life energy leaves earlier than others. You got people that lived 80, 90 years old and older. You have some people that are infants, and you know, and their life energy just ends quickly. We don't have any control over none of that because we don't give that life and we can't take that life away. But know that the physical is gone and the spiritual is always present. I promise you that. It's always present. And you can always call on that spirit and they will appear. Whether they appear in a butterfly form or anything, it could a bird or it could be another human being because the other human being that you may meet in life may have that same characteristics, that same mannerism. The spirit never dies. In life, nothing dies. Nothing. You think it's dead, just like the trees. When the leaves fall every year, they go to the ground. They do. But what do those leaves do when they hit the ground? They nourish the roots. What roots? The roots most of the time are the same tree. Y'all know the tree roots. They go for miles and miles and miles. They feed each other all over the world. Ain't nobody dead, baby. Don't nobody die. Yeah, we've been taught that though, and that's why we get sad when things like that happen. But trust me, just like I told you, I thought about my brother, and he appeared. He just simply appeared, and your spirit will let you know when you think of someone that you love, whatever you think of them, if you pay attention, they will appear. Pay attention. I mean, I'm telling you, just do it, and you're gonna see. But yeah, I just want y'all to pay more close attention to y'all dreams though. Pay very close attention to your dreams because your dreams matter. And it's not a nightmare. Nobody's never having any nightmares, okay? And it don't matter what time of night you eat and go to sleep and think that you ate something wrong and had a bad dream. Uh-uh. It's trying to the spiritual world is trying to talk to you in this world. It's this connection between the spiritual world and this world, which is a spiritual world as well. They try to connect to you to tell you something. And it's up to you to pay attention to what it is. You just need to be able to connect. And one way to connect is to pay attention to what you dream and just analyze it. Just look at it. And your spirit is going to let you know what was right. And then you're going to get confirmation just like I did. It always confirmed what you dreamt. Like I told you that long dream which was actually a short dream, but I just broke it down to you all in the stage that it happened. And then the result came the very next day, which is Monday morning. That's when my mother called me to tell me. But actually, me dreaming on that Saturday, that Sunday evening is when they found him, right? They found him in the house that Sunday evening. So it really was the next day. It's just that Monday is the day that is coming through the spirit, coming through the line to tell me, which was cool because I had things going on anyway in my real life. I didn't need to hear that at that time because I got other stuff going on. So when the spirit comes to you and confirm what you already know, it's like, okay, I get it. It's gonna let you know. It's gonna let you know that it is. So yeah, it's not gonna be a one-off. You see? It's gonna be confirmation. That's how it works. But yeah. You see, I'm gonna see this one right here. What you saying, Don? I never forget it. I was so upset when I woke up and then I found out my friend died and every piece of my dream was exactly right. Yes. Yeah, Don. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, that's so true. That happens. I'm gonna read some more of your comments. Yeah, may she rest in peace, Daryl. Yes. And she will. She'll rest in peace. Uh-huh. Peace, yeah. Peace to the viewers, listeners, chat. Thank you. Peace be unto you as well. Yeah, please. Okay. Please read my experience. You can tell me something about it. Thank you. Okay, let me read your experience. Oh, when you was talking about your friend Don, let me go up here. I'm gonna read it. Let me go. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna read it. There. Okay. You see, I never forget. Oh yeah, you were so upset when you woke up and then you found out your okay, let me go back up and find out what this I gotta go up some more. Okay, here we go. Is that one? I never forget. I was so upset when I woke up. Okay, but it was another thing that I saw. I had a dream of a friend of mine's dying the very night. The very night he passed, and I saw the whole thing in my dreams. I wonder why me and how did it happen. You know what, Don? It was probably your friend's way of letting you know that they're okay. That's why you. Is why you is because they were trying to come to you to say goodbye to you and let you know don't be upset because they were leaving. They didn't want to leave without telling you goodbye. That's how much your friendship meant to the person that passed. That's the only reason why that happened to you. So be thankful and know that y'all had a really great friendship. Because think of all the other people that your friend knew that they could have visited before they passed. You don't know whether they did or didn't, but just be grateful that they came to you. And they knew that you probably was a person with a nice, sweet heart, and that um, you would take that passing more should I say, it would be more hurtful to you. And they wanted to soothe your spirit by letting you know that they're okay. That's why they came in through your dreams. And another reason why they came in through your dreams is because when you're dreaming, you're in a vulnerable state, right? You don't have any blockage. They could reach you. They may have wanted to tell you that even when they were present and living, but some people have different ways of showing that they love you. They don't always say that they love you. They show you that they love you, right? And some people are not mushy people, huggers and kisses and "ooh, I love you, friend" or nothing like that. So y'all probably had a relationship like that. Let me know if I'm right or wrong. Even though that y'all knew y'all was cool with each other, just let me know, Don, if I got you on that. Let me see if I can get that thing off of the screen. Okay. All right. Let me see what you're gonna say, Don, because I want to make sure. Please read your experience. Okay, I saw it in detail. I saw it. I'm thankful, Don. Okay, hey Don, I hope you're still here. Can you tell me whether or not can you tell me whether or not you and your friend had that kind of relationship where you guys was really cool and everything, but y'all never did y'all didn't always was mushy with it. It's like a mutual understanding that y'all cared about each other. It's just that y'all wasn't always saying it all the time, you know, right? Even though y'all had that understanding. Just let me know if I'm right about that. Because that could be another reason why they passed through. They wanted to make sure that you knew that that they loved you, they genuinely loved you, right? Yeah. Okay, Elder, you the only one I come out of the bushes for. Oh, thank you, Dur. I'm glad you came out of the bushes for me. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. It was so extraordinary. I'll never forget it. Yes, that's true. I kind of figured that. Yeah. See, y'all was the one that mushy type. Y'all just understood that y'all loved each other. I told you that's the reason why they came back to visit you. They wanted to make sure, even though they knew it, but they wanted to make sure that you knew that they loved you, even though they didn't say it all the time because you already had that connection with one another. That was that person's way of saying goodbye. They're gonna miss you too. But don't. Hey, but Don, just like they came into your dreams to pass, don't you think that they will come into your dreams um, after they pass? Don't you think that they'll be more present with you? Because how would you know the detail of the death? You see how the spirit connects with one another. I told you when my father passed, I don't know if y'all remember, but my father told me that he'll see me I will see him in my dreams. Yeah. So when he want to come, I will see him in my dreams. Yeah, for sure. So yeah, this is just the way that works. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. It sure does. I know it do. Yeah. But that's really cool though. That's really cool. And so I just wish that people, I don't know, I guess it's wanting too much, but listen, we we were taught to cry at deaths when someone died. We were taught that, y'all. We was taught to just moan and groan and just be so sad when someone goes. But I do understand it. been there, done that. But in my maturity, when it comes to understanding how the spirit works with me, the God, the Holy Spirit, whatever you guys want to call it, that thing that put us here, what it works with me is I don't feel it like that. It's like I'm just happy that I've had the experience to touch that person in the flesh and to be able to have a relationship with that person in the flesh. And I know that our relationship in the flesh was a good relationship. I know that it was genuine. I know that we treated each other with love and respect and honor. We was peaceful when we were around each other. We laughed, we joked, we had so much fun. And memories in my mind will never go, although the person is in the ground because I still have memories of me and my brother as little children playing in the leaf pile in the backyard. So my memories live forever, although the flesh is gone. You understand? And you still see them in your dreams. You still see them in our children's children. You still see them in you. Like my brother, I see him in me. We got the same bloodline. So when I look at my children, my brother's blood run through them. No one is dead, y'all. Life is all around you. Life is all around you. And when someone leave that life energy and they do go into the ground, that is the outer flesh going into the ground. That's it. And that's all. That's it. That's all. You're gonna have those memories until you go to the ground. You're gonna have memories of them until you go. Ain't nobody dead. Okay? So just know, hey, everything is recyclable. Everything, 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 everything. Yeah. And when y'all walking, I made a video about this. When y'all walking in y'all daily life on all this earth that we have, all this ground that we have, you know, this earth was here way before we were. So it's many people, bodies that's up underneath this ground, underneath the house, everywhere. It's everywhere. So when you walking, walk peacefully and walk in a humbleness because you're walking on sacred ground. You're walking on somebody's gravesite when you walking on this earth. I don't care what step you take. Somebody was buried here, right? So just be respectful of that. That's why you need to be respectful instead of littering, throwing papers and cigars and cigarettes and stuff all out of the windows of your cars and stuff like that. That's somebody's burial ground. They may not have had a tombstone or a headstone there, but there was somebody there. Somebody loved that person or that whatever that was underneath the ground. Even the animals, even the dogs, even my dog buried in the ground. Somebody loved her, right? So be respectful of the ground that you walk on. Don't forget food come out of the ground too. See, that's another thing. You plant some food that we eat. It's on top of people's grave. That dirt that you eat that becomes into plants and vegetables you put in your mouth. Listen, ain't nobody dead. Ain't nobody dead, y'all. We all live. Okay. Well, I know I might be getting a little too deep and off the subject. You said right. I don't litter. Yeah, people think I don't litter either. I don't do that. I don't do that. I mean, it's just not necessary. That's what trash cans are for. Yeah. So if anybody have any more questions, oh hey Madeline, I see you. Hey baby. Yeah, you finally caught me. And Madeline, I know you remember when my brother died because you lost your son, your oldest son around that time, right? Remember? And we was comforting each other through the YouTube jigamabob. Yeah. But what I'm saying is true. Yeah. I really appreciate y'all coming. And I'm really surprised that this many people is listening to what I'm speaking about because most people shy away from this type of subject or topic. It either scares them, but it's a lot of things that scare you when you don't understand it. But just understand when you're dreaming, it's very important to try to understand what your dream means because it is very vital to your life. It can help you. It can help you. You said, oh my God, I can't imagine. I know, Don. I couldn't imagine that either. Not losing a child, I can't. And I don't know how my mama's still standing. Yeah, yes, you remember. I know you do. Yeah, uh-huh. But it's all good. We all good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I'm not gonna drag this out, y'all. If y'all have any questions y'all want to ask me, you sure can right now, because I'm not sure when I'm gonna come on. And your thoughts, do you take calls maybe offline? Yeah, I take them on and offline. Let me give you my number right quick, okay? I'm gonna give you my telephone number. I sure do. All right, let me see. I always have to, y'all know I'm crazy with this phone. I'm always having to look up my telephone number because I don't call myself much. Okay, hang on 1 second. I'm going through my little contacts here. Okay, let's see. Yeah, but I like talking about stuff like this, but I don't have too many people I can talk this subject about. My mother and I, and my father when he was living, and my brother, my oldest brother, it's people like that that when I go through an experience or something that I want to share with them, it's like very few people will understand where I'm coming from, and that's why I was always a loner because I was the odd person out. I didn't fit in with these other people, the other groups of children and people. I was always a loner because I was a deep thinker, and I still am. And my spirit speaks to me so much, and it tells me so much stuff, even about other people. To be able to run into a person in a grocery store or anywhere that I go. That's why I don't like to go out in a bunch of crowd. To the stores and stuff. If I go, I'm early in the morning when the stores first open because I can feel how people are feeling. They could be walking in the store, minding their business, getting groceries. I can walk right past them or be at the end of the aisle, and I could just look at them and I could feel them. I know things about them that I don't even want to know, right? But my spirit will tell me stuff about people. And that's all my life. So at first when that happened, I was scared to death. I was so scared. But yeah, I was scared. I thought something was wrong with me. Okay, so my telephone number is okay. Let me see if I can just put it in here for y'all. It's area code 708-556-0271. Okay, area code 708-556-0271. Now let me put it in the chat, y'all, okay? But yeah, so hey Daryl, would you say this is my kind of conversation? Yeah, I know, right? And Daryl knows. Daryl is one of the people that I spoke to before. Daryl, I know you don't mind me telling because you said that I could say that. I would never tell y'all what we spoke about, but what I could say is Daryl can tell you whether or not I know what the hell I'm talking about. He's one of them too. That right, Daryl, you can just type in the chat if you want to or not, but we talk. Yeah, and I be knowing stuff about people that and their families that I don't even have a damn thing to do with, never met before. They can be on any side of town, any state or whatever. I just know it and I can describe them, all of that kind of stuff. But yeah, and I'm not bragging. Listen, y'all, I'm not bragging about it. This stuff right here. Don't get me wrong. I'm not bragging about it. I'm just telling you what happens, what goes on with me. And so that's why I'm not about a bunch of bullshit. That's why I don't get into a lot of craziness because I know life is bigger than this little thing right here. I know I'm deeper than stuff like that, you know? And then I want to make sure that I keep my spirit straight and correct so that I can still get these downloads, so I can still know about other things and other people and other stuff. And see, I know right now what's getting ready to happen on this thing right here when it comes to me. I already see it coming. I already know. See? You got to get up pretty early to fool with all your thoughts. Mm, pretty early. Yeah. And I try to keep my emotions and everything intact so that I can use the powers that's within me in the right way. See? And then when I'm told for the power to move the way it's supposed to move, like say I'm upset with somebody. If I'm upset with somebody, I walk away. I walk away. I walk far away. Far away. But if they keep badgering, keep badgering. This natural flesh will be wrestling with that spiritual flesh. You get what I'm saying? That spiritual being that's within me and the natural flesh, the flesh will get to wrestling with each other, be wanting to do some crazy shit. And I try my best to try to keep it like, but when that bitch is unleashed, I'm telling you, it's dangerous as hell. That's why I don't play on. I don't like to. I don't play. I never was the kind of person that play. I never played wrestle with my brothers and sisters. They know not to play with me like that. We know I don't play. I don't think that shit is funny. I don't do none of that. So when I say that I'm about or not about it, I mean it for my safety and for yours. And I'm just saying. And all of this is spiritual now. All of this is spiritual. That's all I'm trying to say. Okay? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, right? Hell. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Okay, so look, I'm gonna put the number in here again. Did y'all get that number? Let me see, because I don't let me see, let me just put it in here. That's one. I'm just putting the one there first. Okay, 708. And y'all, this is anybody, y'all can call me, it don't matter. It don't matter. And if I don't answer the phone, leave a message and I will call you back as soon as I can, okay? But hey, I don't work for nobody but your thoughts. So, and that's 24/7, right? There you go. It's in the chat right there. I think I got it. Y'all might can see it, okay? But yeah, so that's who I am. And my family knows all of that. So I don't have no problems with that. I mean, they know how I am and who I am. And it is what it is. So yeah, you got it. Okay, good. Okay, I'm glad y'all got it. All right, and so I will answer straight numbers, which when I go in the Bible bookstore, it's like people be running to me asking me questions all the time. That's good. That's good, Miss Lethal. That's good. But there's nothing new under the sun, and it's always more than one person. Like in other words, I'm not the only person that can do what I do or see what I see. I'm not the only person in this world that can do that. It just deals with people in different. Everybody's different in what their gifts or skills are. And no, I want y'all to 100% know this. I want y'all to know this. Each and every one of you have the power within you, the gifts within you. It may not be my gift, it may be another gift, it may be similar to my gift, but it's still a gift that we all have. You just have to tap into it. You just have to tap into it. What do I mean by tapping into it? I mean by treating people with dignity, honor, and respect. I don't care who they are. Taking care of your animals, feeding stray animals, loving the nature, right? Respecting the planet, going out in the elements on an empty stomach early in the morning when you first rise. You don't have to mumble or pray or say nothing. Just sit still and hear what your spirit, the God in you, the voice in you says to you. It speaks to you. And it'll tell you everything you know. You will never need a Siri or GPS. It'll tell you which way to go, right? You keep doing that and you'll live a long time. You'll live a long time and wish everybody well, whether you like them or not. Don't wish nobody no harm. Wish them well, whether you like them or not. Whether you like them or not. Now, if somebody comes for fucking with you, your peace that you have established, that you all this time, all the stuff that I'm telling you that you have practiced, and they try to disturb your peace, your inner peace, they try to set your vibration off, they try to get you unconnected and disconnected on that level, that spiritual level. They up, you down, you that's when you have to cease. That's when you know you're dealing with the devil. Because just like there are good spirits, there are bad spirits walking around, right? We all had good and bad, have good and bad in us. Yeah, but we just need to know how to control these things. And when you run into somebody that don't know how to control their emotions, their thoughts, their process, their anger, their happiness, where they're pissed, they ain't got no control over none of that. That's the one you want to walk away from. You want to walk away. You want to walk far away from people like that. And when people with there's balls of confusion. Every time you come around them, they got somebody said this, somebody did this, somebody. Or if they gossiping, a whole lot of gossiping. Oh, she said, "Girl, did you hear?" So look, you run far away from that. Run far away from that. When you come to somebody, come in peace, right? I'm telling you, you're gonna be all right. And I call it nigga noise. I don't fool with all that. But anyway, back to the drawing board. Yes, I believe that with all the gifts. Yes, yes, yeah, we do. Everybody have one. I do all that. You go out there too, Don? Yeah, go outside, elements. Oh no, you hate your neighbors. But when they say, I think we have to be careful with that. You can love everybody. You can love your neighbors. You can really love them. You can love them and respect them by not fooling with them, especially if you see they're ignorant. I love you from afar. Loving somebody meaning that you don't wish no harm on them. If you don't wish no harm on your neighbors, then you love your neighbors. When you wish harm on a person and when you set your intentions to hurt a person and stuff like that, then there's no love in you. So it's easy to love a neighbor that you hate in so many words. By loving them, by not wishing them no harm and wishing them well in life and wishing them they stay the hell over there as a neighbor, right? So yeah, so it's a way. Oh no, I hate my neighbor. Oh, you said right now. Okay, yeah, I got you. Sometimes it's hard to express empathy to people who are unreceptive. Yeah, you know why? It's because they're not on the level. They don't have understanding. See, and when a person don't have understanding, there's no reasoning. You cannot reason with a person that don't have any understanding. So what do? You say, okay, nothing. And then you have to remember this too. A person understands what they want to understand, but who is the messenger? Who is delivering the message to the person? Because sometimes people don't like you because you're the messenger. My great grandmother used to tell me that people don't like me sometimes because of my abilities. I never understood that. So I kept saying, Grandmama, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by abilities? People see abilities in you, and the abilities in you, they see the God in you. They see the powers that lies within you, and they don't have it. So people will hate you just because of your abilities. Your ability to be personable to people, your abilities to speak to people, your abilities to love somebody and walk in peace. And they can't do these things. So people will just hate you simply because of some of those things that I just named. So you have to understand that and don't take it to heart because they're not there yet. But they still your brothers and sisters, like it or not. Like it or not. Same thing made them, made you. Like it or not. Right? You gotta love it, but like it or not, walk away. Right? Yeah, but I like you said. He's the what are y'all talking about? Exactly your thoughts. Exactly. Sometimes you have and they have not. I go through that. Oh yeah, yeah. People do. Yeah. And see, I did a video about that. It's crazy for somebody to hate you that you may have more than in their minds you have more than they have, or maybe you make what you have look good, right? And they desire it, and they hate you for that reason, right? But what we all need to understand is whatever you have and whatever they have, when you do go on this ground, none of it goes with you. And I don't care what nobody say. For me, less is best. I could live in a cardboard box. I could live in the wilderness and be just as happy, just as happy. Why? Because I know how to use my surroundings and my environment to survive, to live. I was taught that as a little girl. When they cut the light, water, or gas off, it was six of us in the house. Wasn't nobody crying and sad. We had lights too, because we made it happen. We ate, we cooked on the stove, we cooked outside, we did all that stuff. So, it's just all about knowing what your abilities are, right? But less is best. Think about it. Do you think that some of these homeless people I know it's not, because I worked with them for so many years, right? But do you think that these homeless people are really sad about not having a roof over their head? Some may be, but some of them don't even want to be in a hotel room. I'll put them up in hotel rooms. Some of them would prefer to be outside. They don't even want to live in a building because they know the damage of what happens in the building, when they're living in a house. They know that they can't be connected with the elements in the environment. They know it's trapping, it's like jail to them, some of them. And they feel like the surroundings, why? I can be outside. Why? I can have my bed outside. I know how to build my bed outside. I don't need nothing over top of me like that and got to pay that money for that. But we've got so accustomed to having it all. Like, got to have the house, got to have that. But I'm telling you now, you better learn how to get accustomed to not having stuff over your head. Taking these children out to camping and showing them how to camp and how to make it without lights, water, or gas. And be able to look around them and go out in your backyard and be able to find something to eat for a whole week. and maybe you haven't planted the seed, but you need to show them what kind of mushrooms they can pick outside in the forest and eat. You know, this is a whole lot of things. You need to find out what kind of medicines they can have, and the dandelion roots that they can eat for nutrition and health. Hey man, I'm trying to tell y'all, it's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of information, and I have a lot of those videos on my channel, over 600 videos. Pick one, and I guarantee you're gonna find something that's gonna help you in living this thing we call life. But I just wanted to kick this spiritual thought to you, tell y'all about my how to interpret your dreams and how important your dreams are. Because if you pay attention to your dreams, I'm telling you, you're gonna have a better life. And then anytime you can remember your dreams, whether it be bits or pieces, you gotta know that the spiritual world, your ancestors, the God in you, the angels, God Himself, the Holy Spirit, is trying to get your attention to tell you something. And it don't always mean danger. It could mean danger. It could be prosperity. It could mean someone to watch out for. It could mean a whole lot of things, but you'll never know what it means unless you write down what's happening and understand how it's happening and what's getting ready to happen around you and to you and for you. Because it's a whole bunch of thing. It's a plethora of things that your dreams could mean. Not always bad, and no one has nightmares at all. Get that out your head. Okay, okay. Okay. So let me see. We were helping a homeless woman, and she didn't want an apartment. I told you they don't want them. No, they don't want to. They rather live outside. Yeah, because y'all think about. I told you we don't got too comfortable. We don't get too comfortable. Spend a lot of money for mortgage, spending a lot of money for your houses and all that stuff like that. Less is best, y'all. Less is best. Yeah, go to stop running and pay attention. That's right. Yeah, go to stop running and you gotta stop running and pay attention. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Okay, y'all, listen. I'm gonna leave y'all because y'all know I'm not one to stay on here forever. Because I feel like when I'm coming here to give you a message or to tell you something, I don't want it to get blurred because there's so much stuff that we could talk about. We can go on and on about spirituality and dreams and things like that. And other stuff. It's just regular life stuff, right? We can go on. But I'm just basically here to tell y'all, yeah, you guys are special. You all have you all have a gift. Y'all have gifts within you. It's right there in you. And you just gotta wake it up. If everybody if everybody on this planet really woke up their gifts, oh my, especially my people, Lord have mercy. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Lord have mercy. It would be a beautiful thing. It would be a beautiful thing. Okay, you're welcome, V Max. You're welcome. Thank you all of y'all for coming. And listen, to those of you who have a telephone number, you guys can call anytime y'all want to. Okay, and I will return your call. That's one thing I will do. Okay, I promise you that. Oh, and another thing, it said, you're right, yo, for hours for sure. The spirit is so amazing. It is. It is. Oh my God. Yeah, it is. It is. And powerful. And you know something else? I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna let you go. You can call it, you can call on it anytime you want to. It's so powerful that you can make things move. Not only physically, when you like I'm saying make things move like your body and all this to make that when I said make things move, you can make things move with your mind. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. And all of y'all have this power. Appreciate the opportunity to catch you on live. I appreciate you coming, Madeline, anytime. Okay. You guys are welcome. So listen, let me go. And you guys walk in peace and know that your dreams matter and you're a special being. Pay attention to them, and you have the power to make it a great day every day. It's you. Nobody but you. Peace, everybody. We'll talk soon. Thanks again for coming. Hit that like button on the way out, y'all. Bye bye.